Rise and shine, beloved, great grand rising, great grand afternoon, grand evening, wherever you are joining us from. We are at the 7 a.m. hour here in the U.S. All right, beloved, with that being said, welcome, welcome, welcome to day 2 of Early Morning Empowerment First Word, Prophetic Release. I am Ilona Sanders, and I am dedicated to delivering personal and spiritual empowerment that will be the catalyst for true transformation in your life. With that being said, go take a moment, tag your friends, tag your family members, let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. All right, with that being said, let's do what we do here. And we want to activate what I call the success mind. We're going to go ahead and sit with our feet flat, back straight. You could place a hand on heart, a hand on core, if you will. And we want to take a good, healing, deep breath in. And exhale. Just let everything relax, beloved. Everything come to divine rest, divine relaxation. And exhale and deep breath in. On the exhale, turn that focus and attention inward now to the rich inner life of the kingdom of God that is within, where there was infinite power, infinite potential, answers to every question, strategy for every challenge. It's all here within. One more for the power. 3, healing, deep breath in. And exhale. We're so thankful and grateful for another day, for another opportunity. We're so thankful and grateful that we have stepped into a new dimension that we are calling 2024. And I am so excited about everything that I know is coming for you guys. And we're going to start lining that up right now. So this is day number 2. Go back and watch the replay and get the foundation from day number 1. All right, day number 2. I want to reiterate this one more time, how to handle the prophetic, because a lot of times you may have an itching ear. You just want to know, you just want to hear, but you don't get proper instruction on how to handle it. And you don't have the right support or the right strategy in place to get the result of the word. That's not the case here. With me, as a transformation catalyst, as a master strategist, as a prophetic mouth and voice, it's hard for me sometimes, or challenging, I want to say, to just throw out a word and don't give instruction as to how to get the best out of that word, how to get the result of it. So we're going to do all of that. All right. So mandate number 1, we're entering into 2024 focused and consecrated. Again, watch the replay from yesterday to really get that foundation that we're laying. All right. Let me go ahead here. Day number 2. Day number 2. Let me lay this down as it relates to 3D. So when we talk about 3D, we're talking about this physical realm of appearance. We're talking about this matrix, the construct, everything that is going on in the world. As Jesus the Christ said, we're in the world, but we're not of the world system. And there's a lot that's going to be happening in 3D as it pertains to us. But hold on, because I said, as a strategist, we're going to lay a foundation for you so that you will know how to navigate while you're walking through 3D, but living from a high 4D, 5D dimensional realm of consciousness. And that 5D just stands for dimension or density. So 3D is a lower density, a heavier density, right? This is our physical realm of appearance. High 4D is divine imagination, insight, wisdom, the vision, prophetic insight, intuition, and 5D is the realm of God consciousness, Christ consciousness, divine creativity. So we want to be in the high 4D, 5D realm of consciousness, I want you to write this down, right? You cannot create or manifest something that you don't have a conscious awareness of. And we'll talk more about that later. All right. So as we look at 3D, come on, y'all. Come on and give me a grand rising. Let me know that you're here. Like this video, share this video. All of that is going to help us. All right. Give me a grand rising. Let me know that you're here. And we are ready to go. All right. So 2024 is a universal 8 year. We're going to talk about that today, more of what that means for us and really lock down into that. But in 3D, in the physical realm, there are going to be so many warnings, so many signs of unrest, right? There's going to be great uncovering and exposure. I know you've been hearing that. And the spirit of slander, the energy of slander is going to really show itself in 2024, right? So when we get into the law, the major two laws that we're going to be focusing on this year, polarity is one. So where you have truth and exposure on one end of the pole, you're also going to have slander and accusation on the other side of the pole, and you're going to have to be so discerning as to where the truth lies. All right. There's going to be great instability. We're talking globally, right? Even those of you who are used to being comfortable being controlled, there is going to be a spirit of revolution and evolution that's going to evolve from within, and you're no longer going to be comfortable in that realm that you have resigned yourself to. You're going to start seeking and craving freedom. Somebody write the word freedom. Freedom from every form of control. Why? Because we're being called into divine sovereignty. Write that down. You're being called into divine sovereignty. So as we come into day number 2, we're looking at how to handle the prophetic, right? Because you can hear a word, but you don't have the right strategy, the right support to carry out that word. In other words, you get stuck and you don't know what to do. But this is what I want to bring us up to, because 2024 is a major impact year. We shared that yesterday, right? 2024 is also going to be a year of I am. And we have to go deep into really unpacking that so that you have clarity about all of what that means. Listen, beloved, in our community and in my own community, right, there is a principle that my mentor teaches, that I teach, is called IU. And it's all about the difference between awareness, being aware of something, right, understanding something, and then knowing something. Those are different degrees of vibrational frequency. What we want to come into when we say it's a year of I am is a year of understanding and knowing. We want to get to the knowing. Knowing is all about embodiment, beloved. Knowing is all about living something with such conviction that nothing, not a circumstance, a challenge, a situation, nothing can stop you, move you, or distract you from the knowing of a thing. And when you get to the knowing of it, that's when you can reap the results of it. Write that down. All right. 2024, and we're laying down from 2024 to 2030. I'm going to tell you what's going to be manifesting this year and then in the years to come, right? So write this down. This is the year. There's a strong support here, strong portal open for you to step into supernatural creation or manifestation this year. Please write that down. There's lots of support, lots of energy, the anointing, the grace, whatever words you is right for you. There's lots of support here for supernatural creation or manifestation. It is the year of I am. So if you notice, I told you everything builds upon another. So when we laid the foundation, really in 23, to coming in, we had to start embodying, embracing a certain frequency, a certain spirit, a certain energy. And that whole energy was about resting, relaxing, calming down, taking it easy, letting go, releasing so that you can receive. so that you can build, so that you're out of your head and you're down in your heart and your spirit, listening to divine guidance. So this is where we are. Now it's time to start building on that. So this is a year of supernatural creation or manifestation. Let me lay this down. It's the year of I am. It's a year of elevation and ascension. What am I saying, beloved? This simply in a nutshell. You're going to transform this year greater than any other year that you've ever transformed. As I stated on yesterday, beloved, as I stated on yesterday, many of you have experienced breakthroughs here or there, right? But you're not yet in a place, and I'm just going to my going here to see. Okay, there it is. Let me take I want to see the comments here. Okay. You're going to transform this okay, year right. Greater than any other year that you've ever can't get the okay, excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to get the when I click the comments, it wants to take it off of mute, and I'm not seeing how to mute this again. All right, Grand Rising Lisa, great to see you here. I tell you, some days it works and some days it doesn't, but let's go on, okay? So watch this, beloved. Watch this. I really want us to land here because I want you to get this. There's going to be a lot of angelic support, ancestral support, all the ministering spirits that are here to minister to you. Portals are open. There's a window, a gate, a door open, and each of those have a different frequency. We'll talk about that. For supernatural creation and manifestation, right? It's a year of being able to see. As we came into this decade is all about being able to see, right? Being able to see with the eyes of divine insight and intuition. Being able to see with divine imagination. I want you to really, really write that down. This whole decade from 2020 to 2030 is all about sight, about seeing. So if you notice what I'm doing, beloved, I want to set you up where you're just not hearing something, getting motivated by what you hear, but nothing else is in place to support you. That's not what we do over here. It's all about having support. It's all about being able to stay in a realm, being anchored in a dimension so that you could keep moving, so that you could keep flowing, so that you can keep going, so that, watch this, you just keep building and building and building and building and building. This is going to stop you and prevent you from being stuck at a certain level where you get a little breakthrough here, a little breakthrough there, months go by, then maybe you'll get another breakthrough, then months will go by, a year will go by. We want to break and annihilate that cycle altogether. Somebody please talk back to me and say we're breaking the cycle. So we have divine sight, divine insight, right? Divine sight, divine insight. And with that divine sight and insight, we're going to start transforming ourselves into new dimensions, right? So this is the year of being able to see from an exalted position. What does that mean, beloved? Being able to see from an exalted position means that you're not on the same level with the crazy. You're not on the same level with the chaos and the confusion. You're not vibrating at the same frequency. You're in an exalted position, right? As the Ephesian writer of sacred text declares, we're seated in heavenly places, right? Coming up within. I want you to really stop thinking so much out there, right? And start thinking in here, right? The whole universe is within you. Heaven is within you, right? And as we come up to this exalted position, high 4D divine imagination, insight, wisdom, pulling from that 5D realm as we are seated in heavenly places. And that word seating is a word of authority, right? Seated in heavenly places far above. So what are we saying now? It's all about how you see yourself, what you believe about yourself. Talk back to me, somebody. What do you see about yourself, right? What are you seeing about yourself? It's all about what you're seeing about yourself, right? I really want to get those comments in, y'all, and it's just not letting me do it today, right? It's not letting me do it today, and I want to be able to read your comments, right? If you on YouTube, you can just comment and I can see it, right? I can see whatever you comment on YouTube. I'm missing that interaction with you guys, all right? So when we do that and we are here, we're going to start looking at this and understanding what it means. You have to put all of this together because it's all about now how you're seeing, thinking, feeling, believing about yourself, right? Take the focus from out there to in here, right? You're going to hear so many things, as I said, this year in 3D. 3D is going to increase in its looking chaotic. It's going to increase in disturbing news. It's going to increase in sad stories. And while we are aware of that, and we can have compassion and we can do acts to relieve it, we're not governed by that. We're not controlled by that. And that's where we want you to be, where you're not governed or controlled, nor are you basing all of your decisions on what you're hearing and what you're seeing in 3D. All right? So the law of polarity and the law of rhythm are the two laws that we're going to be looking at this year as we have come into this decade, embracing the law of vibration, understanding vibration, understanding vibrational frequency. We want to look at polarity. We want to look at rhythm. We're going to be doing more of that. All right. So let's start talking about this universal number 8. This year comes out to be a universal number 8. So in a nutshell, we're going to look at what it means universally, what it means spiritually. I started laying it down that spiritually, the number 8, watch this. I want you to write. I'm going to read my notes so I don't forget it. I shared that how number 8, how we always say it's a number of new beginning, right? It's a number of fertility. We're going somewhere with this. It's a number of fertility. It means to make fat or to be fat. And fat meaning in terms of weightiness, of heaviness, of being so saturated with whatever you need to produce that it brings weight to you, right? It brings weight, it brings glory, it brings the kabod, the weightiness of God, right? So the number 8 is a symbol, watch this, spiritually speaking, it's a symbol of energetic vibration. It's a symbol of personal power. Write that down, personal power. Watch this. It's also talking about hidden power. And that hidden power is already lodged within you in your DNA structure that has not been turned on yet. But this year, we're going to show you how to get the DNA to turn on, how to get your cells to begin vibrating at a higher frequency. It's energetic vibration, it's personal power, hidden power. Watch this, shared resources, determination. This is all about material and financial gain this year. It's about the recognition of work. There's going to be lifestyle upgrades, rebirth, generational impact, transformation. So when we look at the number 8 spiritually, I want you to write these words down. Authority, power, finances, wealth. And that includes material wealth, because wealth is not material alone, right? This number 8 is the number of strength, the number of power. In Pythagorean numerology, just how they deal with numbers in general around the world, the number 8 represents victory, prosperity, overcoming. Do you hear what is activated for us this year? All of this is activated, beloved, but listen, you have to know how to become divinely aligned with the energy, the frequency, the power, the anointing, the grace, whatever words work for you. You have to learn how to become divinely aligned with this, embody it, embrace it, and embody it to get the results of it. It's all about results, right? It's a number of strength. So when we look at it, it's prosperity, it's victory, it's overcoming, it's a number of strength, it's a number of fertility. So this is why we're working with the number 8 and 9 this year, which brings us to the number 8, 80, 89, 98, 90, right? Either one of those numbers as we're sowing seed, right? 89, 98, 90. All of that's going to work because we're giving birth. We're bringing forth. What is it? Watch this, beloved. And I feel you. I can feel you. Even those that's going to catch the replay. I could already feel that energy because remember, the heart knows, and it always knows before the head knows. Listen, I can feel you. I can feel frustration. I can feel melancholy. I can feel doubt trying to creep in. Am I going to be able to really see a change? Am I going to be able to really see a difference? This is why we're asking you, come and travel with us this year in the Spiritual Success Life community. You see the ticker strolling. We're now enrolling into the SSL 12-month mentoring program. And I want to say this about the program, beloved. In our community, there's no such thing as falling behind or having to catch up. It is self-paced. You're going at your own pace. It's not about having to take a lot of lessons and do a lot of homework. We do have activation assignments to help you implement and activate what you're learning and hearing, but it's not a thing like you're in school where you're going to have to keep up. You're going to have to make sure you're getting all the lessons. This is not what I'm called to do. We're here to do the inner workings. We're doing inner workings, beloved. And so we want you to come and journey with us in the Spiritual Success Transformation Training Program for 2024. You're going to get tremendous savings. I felt to go in and just even take some more, shave some more down so that we can meet you. And listen, if you need to talk to me, inbox me, DM me, whatever it takes. Let's talk about this. Let's get this done. Everything that I'm laying down, I want to be able to walk with you. I want to be able to give you further instructions. I want to be able to dialogue with you back and forth. Where are your pitfalls? What are you running into? Because in the 12 months time, you will start out great and there will be pockets of motivation. But what we are seeking to do this year is to transform your life. That's why we call it a transformation training program. We want to train you in the art and the skill of transformation. Please write that down. So go to my website, ilonasanders.com, and let me put this up here for you. Let me put the URL up here for you so that you can see how to just come on in and be with us, right? Go there to ilonasanders.com/2024 SSL. You can enroll there. All the information is there. Beloved, I can't wait for us to get started. Now, we're going to get started next Monday. And we meet 3 to 4 Mondays a month. But trust me, you want this personal, intimate interaction. You want the accountability. You want the wisdom. You want to be able to ask your questions. You want somebody else as a master mentor walking alongside of you, helping you figure things out and training you how to listen to your own divine guidance. So, to wrap this up today, beloved, I laid down a lot. Go back and listen to the replay because there's a lot that I laid down, right? I'm not trying to itch your ear or tickle your ear. We're not into that, right? But what we are doing is we're kind of bringing you into a place where you can get the greatest result from everything that's being set up. Now, you cannot charge God, the universe, whatever name works for you. You cannot charge it foolishly, right? And for me, the universe is God's operating system. If you hear the word, but you don't bring yourself into alignment and agreement with the word, you won't get the results of it. So one of my sayings, right? If you information without implementation will not yield a fruitful harvest. Information without implementation will not yield a fruitful harvest. I just figured out how to do this so I can see. Let me see some of the comments. Yes, lovelies. I'm telling you, hey, Jewel. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, breaking the cycle, honey. Breaking the cycle. Freedom. Yes, we're so happy to be here. Sharice, love you, baby. Love you, love you, love you. Listen, it's time for greater. Listen, y'all know it's not about just saying it for me. It's not about just releasing a word. It's about giving you the right tools, the right strategy, and showing you how to raise your vibrational frequency, increase your conscious awareness, create divine timelines to live on, so that you get the results. So we used to say this all the time in the old church. It's time to go higher, time to go higher, time to go higher. You cannot go higher without first being anchored and grounded and rooted in divine truth, authentic truth. That's why I taught years ago about SAS, your strongest, authentic spiritual self. Beloved, listen, you know a lot. You studied a lot. You've read a lot. You've tapped into a lot of different resources. But this year, the year of I am, the year of major impact, right? And we got to go deeper. I'm not just saying words, and words do carry vibrational frequency that begin to create. But until you can really embody what I am mean, and when I say embody, that means that it's working from the inside out. You're anchored, you're rooted, you're grounded, not in religious theology, not in doctrinal interpretation of scripture, because that's how we lived our life in European Christianity, right? We could say the word, the word, the word, the word say, the word say, the word say, but we have been infiltrated with religious doctrinal interpretation of sacred texts. And trust me, sacred text is far more potent than that religious or doctrinal interpretation. We want to be anchored, rooted, and grounded in truth. If you do not get divine insight and revelation, this is what we do in our community. Everything that we do is to take that sacred text, take what you learned and was trained in, start filtering out what works and what doesn't work, what you've already outgrown. What is your spirit calling you into now, and how to maximize that, right? How to maximize that and come to the next level, the next level, the next level, where it's not just words. Because once you're in a dimension, that dimension has at least 7 levels, and we want to keep growing. We want to keep building. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Get the help, get the support. Stop playing yourself cheap. Honor yourself. Invest in yourself. Like I said, we have enough shoes, purses, bags. We eat fine food. You driving good, living good. But listen, when it's all said and done, Did you really do what you were sent here to do? Or were you just skating on the outskirts of it, but never really took a full dive? The year of I am, the year of major impact, the year of supernatural creation and manifestation, the year of expanded awareness, elevation, ascension into higher levels of consciousness. You cannot do, manifest, or produce what you don't have a conscious awareness of. Your eyes must become open. This decade is all about seeing in the divine and the supernatural, right? So I only do this a few times a year. I want you to come and sow seed with me. Let's lay this down. This is not hype, beloved. These are the ways that you can give. This is not about hype. This is all about you coming into conscious awareness, right? It's all about coming into conscious awareness. We're sowing that 89, 98, or 90. We want the number 9 in the front of the number 8 because as we come into this dimension, we want to be able to birth out. We want to bring things to a fullness this year because we're breaking cycles, breaking limitations, and coming in. And those are the ways you can give. You can go to my website if you want, TuLonaSanders.com, click online giving. You can go to PayPal, put in that whole URL, the http://paypal.me/Ilona Sand. Cash App is Ilona Sanders. Zelle is warpraise@AOL.com. Sow the seed, set yourself up, right? It's all about exchange. This is not about begging or asking. I only do this once or twice a year, and it's always at the top of the year. Rather, it's on God's calendar at the fall of the year or the Gregorian calendar at the head of the year that we sow seed and we bless what I'm doing here, because all it's going to do is help me do what I do better, right? So those are the way to give. And so either way, if you have questions, you want to DM me, inbox me, message me, we need to chat about it. I see what's up there. I went in, I even took back some more. Like I said, you're going to get a tremendous saving. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's come right back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern time for day number 3. We're going deeper and we're going to get even greater understanding. All right, lovelies, have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your second day of 2024.